21% of black Americans over the age of 70 are living with Alzheimer's. In fact, black adults are twice as likely as white Americans to develop Alzheimer's. But when it comes to Alzheimer's research, black Americans are still underrepresented. Our Braden Ross spoke to researchers in one UW study who are trying to change that. Braden?
Yeah, this study is focused on finding a cure for Alzheimer's and doing it for everyone.
African Americans lead in Alzheimer's disease, and yet in terms of being participants in the research, our numbers are very small.
It's a problem a study from UW-Madison wants to solve.
If we're not a part of the trial, then we're not going to be a part of the cure.
Instead of just focusing on finding a cure for Alzheimer's, it's also focused on inclusivity.
It was to specifically target African Americans because there's so many who are victimized by the disease.
Dr. Fabu Carter is a recruiter for the study. She says diversity in research is vital, and she works hard to recruit African Americans to the study. But a traumatic collective history can make that task a challenge.
There are historical and real reasons for the distrust.
In 1932, the U.S. government began a study of black men with syphilis at the Tuskegee Institute in Macon, Alabama. Researchers did not tell participants they had the disease, and for the next 50 years allowed them to go untreated, even as treatments were becoming widely available. It's one of many similar stories that black Americans have not forgotten.
Many black Americans just still feel that they're not, the concerns that they have are not given credence.
Diane Milner, Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at the Alzheimer's Association in Wisconsin, says more diversity in researchers goes a long way.
If they can talk to someone in the medical field that looks like them, I think that makes a huge step in the right direction.
Ultimately, Carter says people want to help.
Precious memories are devastating to lose.
Dr. Carter told me the study already has around 400 participants and is still actively recruiting.